You like that? That's how I always reaffirm myself. Give me another one.
Tony Bruno.
See? Give me another one.
Tony Bruno.
You say it real fast now?
Tony Bruno.
Nice.
You say it real slow now?
Tony Bruno.
Can you get deeper?
Deeper.
You're a bad man. You're a bad man.
Tony Bruno.
Tony Bruno.
And now.
Oh, Tony Bruno.
Stop it!
Here is Tony Bruno.
Jeepers, is it Wednesday already?
Hump day, hump day.
Hump day. You know what else it is? It's MayDay, MayDay, MayDay. Some people will be yelling that. They're doing that in Paris because they got all those yellow vest dudes who've been protesting more than...
Yeah, well, they're yelling Mayday for a different reason.
Well, yeah, and we know what MayDay means. But on this show, it doesn't mean we're giving up. It doesn't mean we're attacking. It means we are joining you live every single day, Monday through Friday from 1 to 4 Eastern Time. It's a new tradition unlike any other. And we welcome everybody for joining us today. Tony Bruno, Miss Robin in the South Philadelphia Wine Center, the epicenter of Philadelphia sports and dining and fine dining and all the other things that we love this time of the year. Robin, see, that's what happens when you watch TV down here at night. You don't turn the damn sound down.
No, every time you turn it on, you have to remute it.
It's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
But we're just getting underway with the flow. Going with the flow. We're underway. Welcome everybody who's watching us on Facebook Live and Periscope. We want to remind you, like they do them, in sports, we want to remind you that if you want to hear the rest of the show or see the rest of the show in its entirety, you will not be able to see it on Facebook Live or Periscope.
Correct.
So you need to go to twitch.tv/BrunoNation Live. Download the Twitch app, first of all. It's the most important app you will need, next to Grubhub and the people that bring you food and Chewy and all the other important things that come to your home, and Amazon, more importantly, because everything comes to your home from Amazon.
Right. I mean, if you already have Amazon Prime, that is, then you already have access to Twitch Prime. It's included in your package.
Boom.
And if you haven't been using it, you've just been wasting it away.
You're damn right. We got so much stuff today. We'll get into the baseball. The April is over. It came crashing to a halt for the Phillies last night on a miserable night for baseball.
What night?
A miserable. I'm doing my Joe Biden impersonation now.
Seriously.
I'm not even... He's like 10 years older than me, so I have no excuse. I'm still semi-lucid. But we'll get down to the baseball, the NBA, the NHL. We have some Monday Night Football news today. We've got a big soccer match today, Robin. 3 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Time. A big one. In Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona.
Liverpool and Barcelona. Will Liverpool go to the Champions League final for the second straight year? Can they shut down Messi? It's already messy in Barcelona as those stinking soccer hooligans from England, the Liverpool fans, making their way to Barcelona for this match, causing all kinds of problems. 6 people arrested. Just behave, all right? Act like you've been there before. I know Britain is known for soccer hooligans, but just relax. Enjoy the game. And then riot afterwards if you beat the Barcelona and stop Lionel Messi. Robin's team, Ajax. I know it's funny because I was joking yesterday because they did because Robin, for those of you who don't know, a Dutch girl. And Robin and I used to go to all these big... I remember when the Holland was in the World Cup, the Netherlands.
Yes.
And you and I had to get up in L.A. at like 5 in the morning to go to a sports bar.
And I made everybody wear orange.
And I wore orange today, even though Ajax isn't playing. And I know it's not Ajax. No. I was always a Comet guy myself. Ajax, a little too gritty. Comet cleanser, much better.
And I was not an Ajax, which is how you're supposed to pronounce it. Ajax fan. I was a Feyenoord fan.
A what?
Feyenoord.
Weren't they in Game of Thrones? Did they die the other night in Game of Thrones?
So I grew up in there's a couple places that I lived, but what I really call home is Breda, which is in the southern part, and Feyenoord is a southern team. Ajax is more around Amsterdam.
And then there's the Dutch national team when they play in the World Cups and stuff.
And then
they
of
get
course
all their
I'm
players.
all in.
Exactly. You're all in with the Dutchies.
Yes, I am. And I even have a Netherlands soccer jersey or sweater or whatever.
Whatever they call it over there. They call it something. It smells like weed and the scent of fresh prostitutes when you wear it. You go out and you wear it, and it's like you've been down there. You've been inside one of the bars.
We're having a soccer fight on our chat room right now. So
we don't have any security to be able to contain those Liverpool fans.
Ekit 80. I need to like nickname these people so I don't have to pronounce the entire handle every time. Ekit 8750 says that he is a Everton fan. Doug McGregor is a Liverpool fan, and so Ekit 8750 says, Doug, we can't be friends. I'm an Everton fan.
Exactly. I'm a Juventus guy. I'm all Italian all the time. Roma, whatever the Italians are in, I'm in. Because, Italian soccer tradition is great. And most American people who are now finally getting into soccer with the MLS here in Philly,
Right.
the Union Atlanta soccer team, Seattle. There's great soccer in this country now. And it used to be, well, it's not good because none of the great players are coming over here. But we're growing our own great. And we'll get into it later on. But Liverpool, Barcelona this afternoon. And that one could get ugly. But then it's supposed to. It's the European Champions
Yes.
League.
Now, we have a special guest coming on early on in the show.
Yes, we do.
So we have some quick reminders, which you already touched on, that we need to handle before he comes on, because those people that are getting the tip for just a second via YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope, which are fantastic platforms on them, they're on their own. We're not knocking them per
No,
se.
they still serve a valuable purpose.
They
But we
do.
have an exclusive video rights deal with Twitch.tv, and
Correct.
this is where you'll be able to see it every single day. And then if you subscribe, as Robin mentioned, with your Amazon Prime account, you get the show for free and all the additional content.
Correct. And if you-
archive stuff,
If
videos.
If you are a Twitch member, if you subscribed, then I just loaded them up. They're waiting for approval from the Twitch team because they want to make sure, I guess, there's no nudity in them. And so, sorry, no nudity. But we have special emotes that you will be able to utilize in the chat rooms that are special
Beautiful.
Tony Bruno emotes. His face.
Nobody emotes like I do.
Yeah, there's so if you're
Maybe some emo friends of mine
if
do,
you're-
but they're not really. They're usually laid back emo people,
if you're
aren't
a
they?
tier 1 subscriber, you'll get I believe you get the Heisen Bruno.
Oh, there's a Heisen Bruno emoticon. Is it called an emoticon?
Yes, it's your face on everything. So there's a Heisen Bruno, there's a thinking Bruno, and there is a
Is there one laughing? I mean, I don't, we don't want. We want. How about a laughing guy? That's what I do.
I know. I need to
I'm
make another
pensive
one.
at times, but I'm mostly jolly.
I was working on it last night. There's also a 007 Bruno.
Bruno.
That's
James
for the
Bruno.
tier 1,
That
and then
doesn't
if
work.
and then there's different tiers of subscriptions if you so choose,
Exactly.
and the other tiers will have
And
additional.
by the way, we are going to sign off now pretty soon on the Facebook Periscope feeds. So if you want to hear Dan Baker, the only good thing that happened for the Phillies last night in their dollar dog night at Citizens Bank Park, Bryce Harper got booed. That's one of the things that happened, and we'll get to that. And the Phillies had 4 hits against a team that everybody thought, the Tigers, they stink. They're coming in here. This should be easy pickings for the Phillies to wrap up the month of April, which, oh, by the way, as bad as it was, people are going crazy about Bryce Harper, and man, this team's no good. They're in first place at the end of April in this crazy National League East. So relax. I know we sit around and we watch sporting events and we always think the team stinks and they can't hit, and then the next night they'll come back and score 12 runs. So it's a long season. I mean, it's 162 games. So I understand we overreact to a lot of things. One of the good things that happened, probably the only good thing that happened last night, not just the dollar dogs, but Dan Baker returned, the legendary voice of the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park and Veterans Stadium before that. And a rarity occurred. He missed his first game over the weekend, and everybody was worrying what's wrong with Dan Baker. Dan Baker returned last night, and he's going to be on this show coming up in about 5 minutes from now. So the only place you'll see and hear Dan Baker, the voice of the Phillies, will be right here on the Tony Bruno Show on BrunoNation Live. Again, twitch.tv/BrunoNation Live. Go in there, share, follow, subscribe, enjoy. We have fun every single day, and we hope you too. I also will have I have the post positions for the Kentucky Derby. People have been clamoring. It's not time to release the picks yet because they just drew the post positions last night. You know, we knew who the horses were. Now we know which gates they will start from on Saturday for the running of the Kentucky Derby. I believe it's 145th running.
And there is extensive studying by Mr. Tony Bruno.
Well, look
that
at
goes
the breakdown
into
right there. I got it's in living color. I've got all the favorites. I'm already starting to circle some horses, but it's only Wednesday. And just like everything else on the show, like my liver and like your chicken or your salmon, it's got to marinate. The horses have to marinate, Robin. And as a horse person yourself,
Yes.
who has ridden, I would say bareback, but you've ridden bareback. You've ridden, what's the saddle, the different saddles?
Well, English.
English saddles, where it's just basically a piece of leather on top of the horse.
Right.
There's no stirrups. There's none of that stuff.
No, there's stirrups.
But there's no horn and all
There's
the
no
other
horn.
stuff.
There's no horn. It's and it's not as large a saddle.
Exactly.
You're a little bit more one with the horse is the idea, but that's bullshit because
No, the horse is by himself. You're grateful enough to be on top of it and getting.
well, I mean, it's a lot more like a jockey's saddle.
Right.
Is the English style saddle. Western saddles are bigger, and you sit more solid in the saddle, whereas with the English saddle you post.
I'm not a real horse person. I've ridden horses, but I'm not good at it. That's why I get into sulkies like they do with the trotters, the harness racing, where you just get back and you're on that little cart and the horse is pulling you, and all you're doing is whipping the reins up and down. That's my kind of horse riding. But I want to do more horseback riding, Robin, as I get older. I want to get out and ride on the beach and feel my hair blowing in the wind as the surf comes in.
You're going to have a long time to wait for that.
And wait, no, if I let it grow, it'll eventually get long enough where it will go in the back. My ponytail will be in the wind as we whisk down the beach.
I see.
And I see Bo Derek running toward me from the other direction.
She still looks amazing. I wouldn't mind having her running towards me.
I'd probably have her running
now,
toward me too.
wave goodbye to all of
I'm
our
gonna do
fabulous.
everybody's doing now. The new wave thing is from Fortnite.
Yes.
All the Phillies players do it when somebody gets a hit, the Fortnite wave.
So again, if you're on Periscope, Facebook, or YouTube right now, log on to twitch.tv/BrunoNation Live to continue with the live show.
Exactly. We will continue till 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 to 4 every Monday through Friday, and then we do extra bonus broadcasts whenever we go somewhere. So you're never away from us. We're like the parents that never really leave you with a babysitter. I mean, we may leave you for a couple of hours and go to the store, but mommy and daddy will always come back to take care of you, even when they're not there. Plus, most kids now, when they have babysitters and they're like 12 or 13, do they really? They're playing games.
Right.
They're on Twitch playing Fortnite. You know, they're doing all this stuff. So everybody else out there, sayonara, but just switch on over to Twitch. Make the switch to Twitch.
Exactly.
Bitch. No, I don't want to go there. That's it rhymed, but I don't really mean that. I was just joking. I was just trying to find something.
Bye-bye. See you on the Twitch side.
Bye-bye? Isn't that in the United Arab Emirates? No, that's Dubai.